there, everybody. It's Mike DeLisio with another Dice Tower Daily Unboxing. Today, we're going to be taking a look at a game that I have to admit I've been very, very much looking forward to. This is Sleeping Gods, coming from designer, artist, publisher, you name it, Ryan Lockett and Red Raven Games. Kind of the latest in the series of storybook games you had with Above and Below and Near and Far, and now you've got Sleeping Gods. Can you survive and find your way home? Explore a massive open world in a game atlas of connecting maps. Encounter deadly monsters, mysterious characters, lost ruins, and mystical treasures in a storybook filled with multiple choices and endings. 2 to 4 players in 1 to 20 hours, so a campaign would be the thought there. It says right there, yes, level up your crew members over a 20-hour campaign. All right, well, it's a big box, and I'm also going to be showing you some components that came along with ours, some metal coins, a metal ship, a battle mat. Depending upon the pledge that you got, or if you get it in retail, you may or may not see the exact same components, but I think we're going to get a pretty good idea. All right, so there's that lovely cover being removed. And here we've got a number of components inside. Now I am going to try to be careful, avoiding too many spoilers if I can, because in a campaign, sometimes that can be a consideration, but we'll just kind of flip. Let's just look through the first part of this book, because again, I don't want to show off too much, but I would like you to see the art, the iconography. Actually, I'm showing you the second too. It's all right. I don't think we're giving away too much just by looking at this, but you can see the kind of evocative Ryan Lockett art that he is very well known for. All right, here is our rule book. Actually, it says 1 to 4 players here, and I believe it's a 2 to 4 in the box, but I think it's just because it's a possibility of it being the cooperative situation there. All right. We also have a quick start guide. All right, so it says this quick start guide, begin here. It'll introduce you to Sleeping Gods step by step. Read the guide immediately after opening the box, and you'll be able to start playing the game. So you've got an introduction scenario here, and then a walkthrough, taking you through the first 2 turns of the game. So that's an interesting thought. Let's look at that. You've got the introduction scenario, you've got the crew, the tokens and cards, and the atlas, excuse me. Some text that you'd be reading, stories in the storybook, the challenges. All right. Combat, going through the major kind of aspects of the game. All right, the event card setup, the shipboard. And then here's the walkthrough of the first 2 turns. All right, so interesting way of handling it, and something that I've started to see a little bit more of, just kind of walking people through. And then you also have the full rule book here with a table of contents. Also how to store the components. That is always very, very nice. There's a magnetic card box and how to set that up. The detailed setup for the game. And then it goes into, obviously, more detail about the major aspects of the game that the quick start guide just gave you enough to get going and get you started in playing the game. But obviously, to play the full game, the full campaign, there's going to be more involved with that, okay? And it talks about that campaign there. Other rules, combat examples, end of round, attack and counterattack, adding and removing players. Well, let's just take a quick look there, all right? Setting up a saved game, resetting the game for a new campaign. You've got a variant with dice. All right. There we go. Okay, more books. Actually, this is the largest of the books. This is the storybook. So I'm just going to flip through that so that you can see kind of what's going on there, but I don't want to show off any of the text because that is certainly something you'd want to, I think, discover on your own. Here's a journey log, which is a 2-sided sheet where you would be kind of going through your journey. We've got a whole lot of bags there. A whole lot of bags. And then we've got boxes. Again, now I'm very hesitant to show too much here, but I would like to at least show you. I'm going to pick one maybe of these cards. Well, let me look through what I can see. There's always this delicate balance in a game like this where I would like to show you enough so that you get an idea of the iconography and the art involved, but that I'm not giving things away that are going to take away from the enjoyment that you have in discovering the game. So I think for the purposes of this, I'm just going to show off one. Let me show off an early card. This is card 1. All right, a Mythen Brute here. And again, hopefully I'm not spoiling too terribly much here by showing you what I hope would be the first, perhaps maybe encounter you might find. All right, you can get an idea of the art in that way, the iconography, etc. We've got another box here, which is actually empty, assuming it's going to be filled at some point. This box has some wooden components. We've got some cubes, wooden cubes, and a meeple. There you go. And we've got some hearts. Or no, these aren't hearts. Sorry, these are drops. These are probably health of some type. Blood would be kind of the thought that I would get there. We've just got some red cubes and some blue hexes there. We've got here a plastic ship, which in this version, I'll just show you this because this may be the version that you get. And that's a really nice little model there. You may actually get the metal ship, which I'm going to show you right here, which would replace that. Really nice metal. They're both really nice looking pieces. All right. I'll actually throw that back inside that box. These cards don't look to be too spoilerish. They look to be gear cards or equipment cards. So I'll show you some of these. If the card deck will cooperate with me, that is. Here we go. Again, I want to just give you a sense for the art and the iconography, but I don't want to show too much because I don't want to ruin any discovery. You got some flapjacks and soup. That looks delicious. And a bow. Okay, so I think I've shown you enough of those to give you an idea of what you may find in there. We've got some other small cards. Adrenaline, Feint, Treat, Defensive Stance, Focus. Okay, just giving you an idea of those types of things. I'm not sure what these little cards are. These don't look too spoilery. If they just have simple iconography on these cards. Oops. Some text. Okay. Back into the box they go. And then we've got, oh, this is the magnetic box. You can see it's got a magnetic closure. And look, there's a whole bunch of cards in there. Quests. Are these all quests? Quests and adventures, primarily. And let's see here. Do I show a little bit of this just to kind of give you a sense? This would be one of the quest cards. Look away if you don't want to see it, but just gives you an idea. It's mostly text. It's almost completely text. So I don't need to show you a lot of those. Let's see here. These maybe would be like, these look to be perhaps like event cards. maybe like an event card here. I'll show you one. Just again, so you can kind of see what they look like without trying to give too much away. And if I'm overdoing it on that, I apologize. But it really is, to me, it's important for a game that has elements that are kind of discovery-based, that we don't ruin that for anyone who doesn't want that ruined. And then we've got a box empty here for used quests as well. And I'm kind of keeping this in the order so I know how to put it back in the box. Now we've got some cardboard components. I think I'm going to show these off without worrying about it too much. Here we've got our ship, two-sided here. It looks like for 1 to 2 players or for 3 to 4 players there. Ship action and event. You've got an event deck here, and then it tells you then you're going to take 2 actions: travel, explore, market, or port. All right. We also have a number of what I'm assuming are coins that we have metal coins here that I'll show you in just a moment. We've also got some characters. Captain Sophie Odessa from New York, Audrey Williams from Liverpool, Gregory Little from Los Angeles, my neck of the woods. Got some other tokens there. All right. Again, just that. Oh, and a little backstory on each of the characters as well. That's nice. I have made my appreciation for Ryan Lockett's art well known, and this certainly does not make me reevaluate that at all. I think it's beautiful, and I'm very, very, very much looking forward to this. Hopefully it is as good as I felt his other games in the series were. I was a big fan of Near and Far and Above and Below. Here's some of the metal coins. You can kind of see very, very nice embossed, raised coins there. And we've got some smaller ones as well. There you go. And then finally, again, these are items you may or may not have in the copy of Sleeping Gods that you might end up with. Let me show you off this neoprene battle mat, which is also double-sided. I'll just pop this right here. Perhaps, there we go. So you can kind of see there's one side, put the cards there, I assume. And there's another side there. It may go this way, I'm not sure, honestly. All right. Well, there we have Sleeping Gods, a game I'm very much looking to find out more about. Thank you for watching another Dice Tower Daily Unboxing.